Hey guys, Steven here back with another video, and today I'm going to show you a Slit-Scan text effect tutorial in Adobe After Effects. If you guys don't have Adobe After Effects, it'll be in the description, as well as two different playlists you guys can check out. Those two playlists include videos from Adobe After Effects and also include other text effects you guys can check out. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, and let's get straight into it. So right here, we're in Adobe After Effects. I just made a very basic composition. It's just a normal video. We're gonna right click, press new text. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna animate the text so that it moves left to right, right and left, and it sort of distorts a little bit. And then we're gonna apply the Slit-Scan text effect. So I'm gonna type in creating. If you want more than one word, I'm gonna show you how to do that later once I'm done animating this word. But basically, we're gonna move the anchor point to the left side. So to do that, you want to click on the pan behind anchor point tool, or you can just click Y on your keyboard. But you can move the anchor point. So the anchor point's right here, this little icon. So I'm just gonna zoom out. I'm gonna move it to the very left. It should snap into place. So once it's on the left, we can start with the animation. So we're gonna go to the text layer. We're gonna go transform, and we're gonna be working with scale and position. The first thing you want to do is uncheck constrained proportions. We're going to do this because we're going to distort the text a little bit so that it stretches and compresses a little bit. So if you increase and decrease the scale, you can see why we actually set the anchor point on this side. And for this tutorial, we're just going to be adjusting the X value. So for the first set of keyframes, we want to increase the scale so it's very stretched like this. So I'm going to set a keyframe for that, and we're going to move it to the beginning. And for the position, we want it off screen. It's going to animate in. So it's going to go from right to left like this. So I'm going to set a keyframe for where it is right now and move it to the beginning. Now we want it back into the middle. And we want the scale to be normal. So I'm going to set the scale as 100. And it's just going to be right in the middle. So you can actually use the align features. So you can align it horizontally and vertically. And it'll appear right in the middle. I don't think the first set of keyframes is aligned vertically, so I'm going to change that real quick. So now it should just animate in like this. So by doing this, we can actually see that it sort of compresses back to normal. We can move the keyframes in a little bit so the animation is a little bit faster. So something like that. And for the next set of keyframes, we're just going to copy and paste the second set of keyframes. And depending on how long you want it to just stay in the middle, that's how far the keyframes are going to be apart. So if you just want it for like half a second like this, that's fine. So for the fourth set of keyframes, we want to compress it and move it to the left side. So I'm going to decrease the scale a bunch and move the position to the left side. So all in all, we have something like this. So I think that's fine. And to smoothen the animation a little bit, we can right click while selecting all of the keyframes, go to Keyframe Assistant and Easy Ease. So you can see what that does. So now that we're done this word, we can add another word. We can either copy and paste this one and adjust the text and the position, or we can just make a new text layer and copy and paste the keyframes. It doesn't really matter. So I just copied and pasted it. I'm going to change the text and I'm going to call it always creating. So always is going to be on top. And if you want to show the keyframes, you can just press U. So right now you can see that always and creating, because they have the same keyframes, they're going to move at the same rate and the same position and all that. You can just right click and pre-compose this layer, press P and just move it up. You can do the same thing with this layer as well, because it's not in the center actually, like the two words together. So I'm just going to pre-compose this as well. And we can highlight both of these now and just press P and just move it down slightly. So it looks centered now. And we want to stagger it a little bit so that one word comes in while the other one exits. So I would just delay it a bit. So this one goes in, and while it goes out, another word should come in. So something like this. Obviously, you can make it slower. This is kind of fast, but yeah, something like this. Once you're fine with how it looks like, we're going to pre-compose this entire thing. And now we just have it as one single layer, essentially. Now we're going to make a new solid. And this is where the animation part of things comes in. We're going to apply an effect called gradient ramp. Once you do that, you want to pre-compose that. And you want to make sure to move all attributes into the new composition. You can hide this layer now. And basically, we're going to use time displacement in order to create this effect off of the gradient ramp. So we're going to drag it onto the text layer. We're going to select dark gray solid or whatever solid layer you created. And make sure to uncheck the solid layer, like hide it. And you can decrease the max displacement time to whatever you want, but I like 0.5. And so if you see the text now, you can see that the Slit-Scan effect appears. So you can actually increase the amount of slits by changing the time resolution. So you can see the higher you go, the more slits. So we're just going to go with 33. I think that's a good number. And obviously you can go back and change like the animation if you want to. If it's too fast or something like that, you can just move it back. I think the initial animation, like how fast it comes in, is a little bit too fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the original text layer. I'm just going to spread across the keyframes a little bit. So you can do the same thing with both. So once again, you can press U to show the keyframes. But I'm just going to spread across the keyframes a little bit. So now if we press play, so now it's a little bit better. And obviously you don't have to start with the animation I did. You can even have it stagnant if you want. But I think it looks better when it moves because it emphasizes the actual slit scan. And yeah, that's about it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and check out the description for different videos you guys can check out that are similar to these. And yeah, my name is Steven and I'll see you in the next one.